Hi there, everybody. Just added a lot of new comics to the oldies but goodies rack. Like always, we put out new stuff every day. Don't always get to it, but here we go. America #1. America #2. That's the full Bishop series from the 94. The first solo series. Avengers #1, 100th anniversary. A lot of Black Panther here. Stuff from the early 2000s. And that fun Black Panther run from a few years ago, 2016. Cotis, he wrote it. That's a pretty fun series there. We have 1 through 9, it looks like. Whole pack of the miniseries Black Panther and the Crew. Some more Black Panther, some Daredevil from the 80s. All you Dazzler fans out there, Dazzler. Hulk. Got a lot of cool stuff. Got a lot of old cartoony stuff we put out too. Some more Incredible Hulk. I know I threw out a bunch last week or the week before. Some Iron Man stuff. Here's some fun stuff you don't see too often. Little Mermaid. Marvel did this in the 90s. They had the Disney stuff for a little bit. They only made it to like 12, 13 issues, but those are getting hard to find. And for you Disney collectors, to find them in nice shape because they are kiddie comics, it's getting harder and harder to find. These are nice. Phoenix the Untold Story. That's a fun book because it has the 5 extra pages of how the story originally ended. Spoiler alert, she lived. You got Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. That's a variant right there, but that is the first full appearance of Teresa Parker in standard comic books. Teresa Parker is Peter's sister. She showed up originally in Family Business. It's an original graphic novel. Got Stan Lee meets Doctor Strange. That's from his 65th year of working with Marvel back in 2006. Rocket Raccoon and Groot, Sabretooth. Some Storm books from the Storm miniseries from like 20 years ago. The Mighty Thor #700. That's a fun one because it's first appearance of Black Galactus, and it's also the first appearance of Throg in the main Marvel universe. Got some Marvel Comics Presents, some cool X-Men. That X-Men Gold #1, that is the first print. The original artist who ended up getting fired was hiding anti-Semitic, political, controversial messages in there. So that's pretty fun. Of course, right? Beagle Boys. Back in the 60s there. Beagle Boys #1, 5, #44. This Disney stuff is always fun, and you don't see the Beagle Boys stuff as much. It's always like Chip and Dale and Donald. Christmas Parade there, that's a second print. That's a reprint of the ones from the 40s. That one's from 1966. We have Daisy and Donald, and then a whole lot of Donald Duck. A lot of Gold Key Donald Duck, so that's all stuff from the 60s. It's the Gold Age size comic, so it's the larger size stuff. And these books are really cool because if you look at them, you get that feeling of DuckTales from a lot of these issues right here. And that's another controversial book right there. Like that, a little DuckTales flavor. Then right there, does anyone remember that holiday or Halloween special with Donald? He won't give the treats to the nephews, and the witch shows up. That's a fun short right there. Some more Donald Duck, a lot of Donald Duck, and then we get into some old Uncle Scrooge. I love this stuff. And that one's really cool. That's Dell from 1962, #36. That is the first appearance of Magica Dispel. That's right, Magica Dispel. Definitely one to get your hands on. That one is loose from the pages, unfortunately. It's the only one from this collection where it's loose from its staples, but it's totally complete. You can CGC it or just collect it because that book alone can get pretty pricey. So come make me an offer. Some more Uncle Scrooge. All Gold Key to the Gladstone era. Some Huey, Dewey, and Louie Jr. Woodchucks. Some Walt Disney comic and stories from Gold Key to the Whitman to the Gladstone era. A few little Looney Tune things. Have some Richie Rich. And then finally the Woodsy Owl. That one's really cool. That one's rare. You don't see that one too often. It's in nice shape too. It's not gem mint, but it's in good shape. And there was some toys and a bunch of stuff about Woodsy back in the day. all this right here, if you are a poll member, doing 30% off for you guys on all this cool stuff right there. And right now, the first person that would come in and let's say spends $10 on all this stuff, this new stuff that I just mentioned, if you spend $10 or more, I have a stack of Disney comics. They don't have covers, but if you're a Disney fan, they're fun reads. I mean, you can do 1,000 things with them. They're all complete. They're just missing covers. You can just read them, or you can do some artwork with them, pull the pages out, have some fun with it. There's a lot of creative stuff out there. So come in, spend $10 or more, get that stack of free coverless Disney covers from the 60s. All right, everybody. See you soon. Take care.